TOEFL Strategies, Track 43. Writing Task 1, Practice 1.
Now listen to part of a lecture on the topic you just read about.
Now, I admit that I'm biased when it comes to Hemingway. I've been reading his short stories and, novels for years and years, and I never get tired of them. But that's just praise based on my personal preference. So today I'd like to give you some more, shall I say, scholarly justification for Hemingway's greatness and how that greatness affected his works. First and foremost, Hemingway's background as a journalist probably influenced his minimalist approach to writing, which, in turn, influenced other great writers like, say, Raymond Carver. Though some critics say that Hemingway's rhetorical style was too simplistic, most literary pundits applaud his sheer genius. It's amazing how just by describing situations or senses very specifically, Hemingway can get quite complex ideas across to his readers. His dialogues are especially famous. They are simple, but so realistic. Reading them, you feel you are eavesdropping, spying on real conversations. It is because his rhetorical style is so direct that Hemingway is able to accomplish this. Next, again, despite what many critics say, Hemingway was not incapable of using rhetorical tricks. He tried double narration, when a story is told from several points of view. In fact, he loved to experiment with point of view and, this brings up another point. He did try to write from a woman's perspective at times and, considering he was a man, did so quite well, I think. Many feminists might tell you differently, and we can discuss this point further once you've all read more of his works. Anyway, getting back to my previous point, another rhetorical technique, the most frequently used, in fact, that Hemingway employed was inference. He didn't tell the reader everything, but left out some details so that the reader would have to infer, to work for the meaning. The result of this technique is that Hemingway's stories are extremely challenging for a reader, but also more satisfying because of the effort we must make to solve the puzzle.
Summarize the points made in the lecture you just heard, explaining how they differ from the points made in the reading.